More than 3 months ago on the Transformers Slag podcast, we got the honor of debuting at the Montreal Otakuthon 2024, the Blockies Transformers Action Edition 01 G1 Optimus Prime. It was given to us by Evan from Hasbro Pulse while we were at San Diego Comic-Con, and it would get its in-person debut at the legendary Montreal 40,000 plus anime convention, along with the cool Transformers 40th anniversary display that they had on display there with the Blockees Optimus Prime. And the following week, I showed it off to you guys with all the bells and whistles through the live stream. And then 2 weeks after that, it shipped out to the world in late August of 2024. And the rest of the world got to enjoy such an amazing product. Well, now before we get into the news, Blockies has been the new hot thing within the Transformers fandom, and people have been loving it about how easy it is to open up these blind boxes and build these little Transformer model kits. You don't need to have experience. Even if you have zero model kit experience, they're super easy to build and collect. They're pretty addictive. I feel the blind box nature probably also adds to that of, oh no, who are you going to get when you open it? And these Action Edition ones that we're going to talk about today, while they're not as complex as, say, your modern Gundam model kit and beyond, or even the Flame Toy stuff, they are in that beginner to medium level of model kit building in your Gunpla Gundam world. So they are a natural next step in a lot of ways if you wanted to go to the next step of model kit creating, especially through the Blockies and Transformers brand. These are 18 centimeters tall, a little bit over 7 inches, non-transformable model kit figurines. They have LED light elements that you yourself install very easily. Batteries are included. It's not complicated at all. And again, if you're looking for that next step in your journey of model kit building, especially through the Transformers line and your enjoyment of Blockies, this is the line for you. So now let's talk about our first in-hand look of the O2 of this next line to join Optimus Prime. And no surprise, who would they go with in the Blockies line? But Blockies Transformers Action Edition O2 G1 Megatron. So again, standing at over 7 inches tall, this guy kind of fits in a little bit with your Studio Series stuff. If transformation isn't a big deal for you, and if the proportions don't bother you too much, because it is a little more buff and blocky, if you will, like Blockies' style. The photos show it next to a Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime if you are curious of your Commander class, how that sizes up next to it. As always, coming on multiple model kit sprues, I suggest investing in a set of clippers before picking something like this up if you're new to this, just to make your life easier. On the low end, you could use a pair of toenail clippers if you really want to just cheap out on it. On the high end, you could get yourself a pair of God hand clippers. Check your local model kit shop for more details. That's what I always suggest to get for those. But otherwise, you could technically bust them off of the sprues like that, but you're going to have a little bit of mold flash left over, so I suggest you invest in something like that. Looks like the Megatron is going to come with 3 different faceplates, an Energon mace, the Energon sword or blade that he used on Optimus Prime in the 86 movie to try to kill him, the gun that he used in said movie also to shoot down Optimus Prime, comes with a Kremzeek figure. It comes with a camera mode reflector, which also you could use to recreate that Killing Joke parody cover of Megatron drawn by Casey Collar. And you get a laser beak in Condor mode that you could perch on his arm also. So very, very cool that all of those are extra bonuses. Of course, it also comes with his big old arm cannon, which actually has 2 different modes and has its own little pieces of articulation there when you build it, as well as a ton of articulation overall on the main figure, like most of these model kits are expected. The hand has like 17 points of articulation alone. Very, very cool. Tons of crazy articulation, as you would expect from these model kits. He also comes with his throne/captain's chair from the inside of the Nemesis ship, which what's cool about it is it also doubles as a place where you could hold all your extra pieces when you're not using them on this model kit. And he also comes with that standardized Blockies oversized stand with figure arm on it, as well as a little Decepticon emblem that is on the front of it. And this emblem, which is removable, much like the Optimus Prime, if you tap it on its chest due to this little magnet that exists on the emblem, it activates an LED gimmick which lights up his eyes and his chest, which is very cool. And much like how the Optimus Prime, the eyes light up and the chest lit up for the Matrix of Leadership to grow, to keep with that, the Megatron, his eyes light up, but his Decepticon emblem on his chest is made of a clear plastic. So instead, his spark chamber like glows, and then it glows through that clear Decepticon emblem and lights up, and it creates a really cool effect. Again, this is all batteries included, very super easy to install on the figure, and is very cool as part of that experience. Also, like the Optimus Prime, it has a whole bunch of like hidden robot details under like the main panels and stuff. So the Megatron has all of that in the legs and all the other elements. And so when you're building the figure, you get this great experience out of it too, because you really are building Megatron. You're building all those fine details before the main body is put on top of it. So even the building experience is fun with these. And it's just something, if you've ever built like a master grade Gundam model kit, you kind of know what I'm talking about with those. This guy is going to be selling at the same price as the Action Edition Optimus Prime before it, at $34.99 MSRP. Obviously, you might see different prices online, but $34.99 is the standardized MSRP for these. Pre-orders are up right now as of the beginning of this month in November, and will be shipping out next week. So stay tuned for that. I love these guys, and I hope they do well so we could see more of them added to the mix with the LEDs and everything. It just looks really good. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Starscream, Bumblebee, Soundwave, Grimlock, added to the mix. But I mean, if those ones really boost those sales and everything, maybe we could see the Shockwaves, the Jazzes, dare I say Hot Rod at some point. They're not super complex, like let's say a Flame Toys model kit, so don't be too scared with these, but they're not super simple like the 3-inch blind boxed Galaxy Blockies that people have been eating up to this point. So like I said, this is the next step in your Blockies journey as a Transformer fan, and I heavily suggest you pick up the Optimus if you're just kind of like want to really get a good idea, or the Megatron here, and I guarantee you'll have a really fun experience and enjoy this. But again, thanks again for listening to the Transformers Slag podcast and keeping you educated, entertained, and informed on your hobby. And thanks again for listening. And as always, we'll talk to you in the near future, because it's Black Friday today. And there's a whole bunch of sales out there, and tomorrow is the Saturday Night live stream, so I hope to see you there too. Talk to you soon.